to another video. For today's video, as you read by the title, it is going to be my Riverdale is Very Problematic series part 3. Before I start this video, if I have some Archie fans watching this, how are you guys feeling since this week's finale of Riverdale season 5? I can't stop even thinking about it. I still can't believe that Betty and Archie are officially a couple. Archies, we have been through a long ass journey. I just wanted to say that really quick. Today I'm going to be talking about storylines, characters, plot lines, and stuff like that in 5B of season 5 of Riverdale that I honestly found extremely problematic and also really grinded my gears. Most of you know I've already started my Riverdale is Very Problematic series since I think November or December of last year, and a lot of you guys have seemed to enjoyed it a lot because when I rant I just go full out, I don't stop. So of course I'm gonna still continue my series, absolutely. I'm gonna continue this series until Riverdale actually ends, because let's be real, Riverdale will never be perfect unless they actually do things right, and they give lasting consequences to the storylines. If you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is Joyce. I do makeup looks, reactions, reviews, song covers, and if you stay on my channel, I promise you will not regret one single bit. That being said, I will continue the other stuff that I've been doing on my channel, other reactions to other TV shows, movies. I still have lots of plans for them. Now that we're still going to be in a hiatus of Riverdale, I'm still going to be talking about Riverdale, but I also will be doing other stuff on my channel. So I don't want to give the impression that this is a Riverdale channel. This channel is for everything. Without further ado, let's get on with this video. I'm going to be naming a lot of stuff today. Last Riverdale's problematic video, I just named about 3-4 stuff. This time there's a lot of stuff that pissed me off. Let's start with number 1, which is Veronica's character throughout this entire season was very, very, very problematic, and in my opinion really grinded my gears. In this whole season, Veronica's storylines, I've really talked about it a lot in my reactions and reviews of 5B, and I've said that Veronica's character and her storylines pissed me off a lot. In this point, Veronica, her entire story arc this season was only revolving around men. And what really annoyed me so much is that every other character has suffered trauma besides maybe Cheryl. Cheryl that hasn't really suffered trauma, or even Kevin. It was mostly Archie, Betty, and Jughead. Veronica, her trauma was literally being with her husband. So it wasn't even a storyline for herself. It was just revolving around the men. She got married, and then as soon as she came back to Riverdale and she saw Archie, she decided to get a divorce because of nostalgia. I'm honestly, it's just nostalgia. Afterwards, she kills Chad, and guess what? They don't even end up together. Archie and Veronica, they just broke up, and then Archie goes and chooses Betty. So in my head, I know that in the show it was self-defense when Veronica killed Chad, but at the same time she didn't have to kill him. She had the gun, she knocked him out. What she should have done is literally just call the police. She still killed a person, and to what end? It's not like she's gonna stay with Archie. Her and Archie broke up in the musical, so
what was the point of all this?
That was such a wasted storyline in my opinion. I've explained that Veronica's character, especially in 517, was really, really problematic. She was so obsessed with Archie, oh my god. I cannot stand Veronica. I'm sorry. The actress, great. She's great. She's beautiful. She's doing her thing. It's not her fault that the show is portraying Veronica as an
oh my god, I can't stand her.
Please, Veronica, please, bitch, have a storyline on your own, okay? Number 2, definitely, and absolutely, definitely, Tony and Fangs being together. I have said in my reaction to the promo of the finale of Riverdale season 5, I said that I kind of ship Tony and Fangs, but now if I'm looking back to it, I have no idea why I said that. And I didn't say that I ship them to the point that I want them to be endgame. I ship them because I like how strong their connection is and how they love each other. But after seeing 519, oh, the chemistry is so forced. Like, no, I don't feel any chemistry. I don't know why Riverdale does that. I don't know why they keep botching friendships between females and males. And again, if I see any comments saying, oh, they did that for Betty and Archie, no, they didn't do that for Betty and Archie. It was clear from season 1, like I said, that Betty was in love with Archie, so it wasn't just a friendship thing. There was always something there, but it was gonna come, and now look at it, it's come. I literally cannot wait to see them in season 6. Definitely Tony and Fangs being together, nope, sorry. And it's really obvious that I'm calling it now, they're not gonna last too. I really feel like Tony and Cheryl are gonna get back together, and Fangs and Kevin are also gonna get back together. I just didn't like how they had to ruin their friendship, especially because no one saw it coming. I mean, it was sweet, but I still prefer Cheryl and Tony, even though Cheryl annoys me a lot. I still think Tony and Fangs should have just stayed friends. If they wanted to enlighten bisexuality in the show, they could have chosen a different direction. Tony could have dated someone else, Fangs could have dated someone else. Number 3, I'm going to move on with Cheryl's character. I've mentioned it a lot of times in my Riverdale is extremely problematic series video, that Cheryl just being her awful self is really, really problematic, and it's becoming to the point that I'm just really sick of it. The finale episode, she really pissed me off then. How is it Archie, Veronica, Betty, and Jughead's fault that, one of your ancestors got burned to the stake? It wasn't her fault. It's not their fault. I don't get it. I just feel like that storyline was not relevant to the actual plot, which was trying to exile Hiram out of Riverdale and also rebuilding the town, especially because now Hiram is no longer mayor and they exiled him. And I know that apparently, and I've even seen on Instagram and heard that there's going to be a crossover with Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Cheryl's storyline, so it's gonna enlighten more and it's gonna develop even more in season 6. I know there's a lot of people that are excited about it, but I'm not. I don't know why they're doing a crossover, and I don't care about that storyline one bit. It's not interesting. I really don't. Just Cheryl overall, this entire season, she just pissed me off so much. First, she tries to steal Tony's baby and keep it into her house. Then she tries to put herself on a high pedestal and think that she's a saint and she's above everybody else by saying that she's the holiest of holies. If the writers and if the show is trying to redeem Cheryl and make her nice, there are different ways of doing that. But a ministry and having magical powers is not one of them, because it's not believable. If some of you guys like Cheryl and like that she's still mean, that is completely okay, I mean, that's fine. We all have our different opinions, but Cheryl to me has been awful since season 1, and there hasn't been a character development. There hasn't been an arc where she can start being nicer. I don't like when she's nice just sometimes and then other times she's mean. No, how about you just start being nice? How about that, and have some real change. Number 4, I'm going to say Jughead imagining young Betty when he was on hard drugs and stuff like that. That was creepy as fuck. I talked a lot about how I don't like Jughead, and I explained my reasons in my thoughts on Jughead's character video analysis. I still stand firm. I still don't like Jughead's character this season. I do like him with Tabitha. That's true, because Tabitha, again, she was an angel sent from heaven, and she really and absolutely stabilizes Jughead very well, and that's why I really do like them together as a couple. But it was really creepy that Jughead was imagining young Betty, and he's like, what now, 25? And he's imagining high school teenager Betty. That's creepy as fuck. That is really extremely creepy. It was creepy, especially when he was saying that Betty saved me from the darkness. You're telling me that a teenage high school a Betty, young Betty, high school Betty saved you from the darkness? Really Jughead? Well, no, and I just don't understand why some bugheads are taking that as a win, because that was incredibly creepy. It's literally showing the audience that it's okay to actually picture stuff like that. You know, if this is actually real life and Jughead was saying that in an AA meeting, no, like, people will look at him like,
dude, are you okay? Like,
what kind of a 25-year-old man is gonna fantasize about their ex-girlfriend when she was like, what, in high school? He's imagining that version of Betty because that's when things were perfect with her, with her, you know, being in a relationship with her. But he's not imagining adult Betty, because afterwards their relationship was dead, and she also cheated. So now we're gonna move on to number 5, which is Veronica and Archie's relationship this season. Honestly, pissed me off a lot. I'm still happy that they're bones and they're officially, like, they're not even gonna explore them romantically anymore. And I'm happy that Archie and Betty ended up together. But again, I feel like it was completely wasted. I do understand why some Varchi fans are upset. I've even mentioned it in one of my videos. I remember I said, if some Varchi fans are upset, I completely understand, because I mean, Archie has been doing a lot of like back and forth, and I know that he didn't know what he didn't understand what he wanted at that time, and now he knows that he wants Betty. But I feel like that was unnecessary to do. I mean, they could have just let them be friends, you know, and talk about their relationship and talk about the reason why it's in the past, and you know, not actually get back together, but just talk about it, you know, and actually talk about this kiss and be realistic and not ignore the cheating. Because when Veronica said,
oh, Archie, let's rebuild those 7 years that we lost.
You didn't lose them. You guys broke up because Archie cheated on you, wrote another song for a girl, and again cheated on you and lied to you about it. He didn't even tell you until prom. And why on earth would you go back to that relationship? No, there's no such thing as,
oh, it was a mistake.
No, girl, you've had your doubts from the beginning. It's not the first time that he kisses Betty behind your back and convinces you
that, oh no, there's nothing going on with her.
I just feel like that was absolutely unnecessary, and it just literally like destroyed most of Veronica's character, which at this point, what is her character? That's true, but still, I'm still happy that they didn't end up together.
Oh God, thank goodness that they're over for good, deader than dead.
Let's move on to Kevin, and I'm gonna get a little pissed at that moment. I'm sorry, this is like a warning that, like, you know, if you guys are gonna be like, oh shit, why is she getting all pissed all of a sudden, I'm letting you know right now I'm about to get pissed. So Kevin is stereotypically known to this point as being a gay person. That's it. In the finale, he said that he was going to go to New York and, you know, continue his passion for Broadway and stuff like that. I think he was going to finish his schooling. I forgot. I have to go back to watch that part. Even that is revolving around the fact that he's gay. Being a drama teacher for Glee Club and stuff like that at the school, revolving around his gayness. Joining a ministry, even though he has joined a cult in season 3 and has been remorseful about that, and then he still joins Cheryl's ministry, still revolving around the fact that he's gay, because otherwise he has no other character trait other than the fact that he is gay.
Why? Why? He's not just
that's not who he is. I just don't get it. In the comics, Kevin is not just a gay stereotype. We see him actually hanging out with his friends. We see him actually doing other stuff and you know, having qualities that doesn't revolve around the fact that he's gay. Because again, in season 5, him joining a ministry, it's not a quality, it's just the same ass story beat that he's been doing for the past 4 seasons. And Kevin, have you learned your lesson? Why are you joining a cult again? I can't anymore. Like, I'm completely done hoping that the show is going to make Kevin relevant and not just a gay stereotype. I'm just done. It just pisses me off a lot. Like, I honestly, I really feel bad for Casey Cott. He probably enjoys his character, but I just don't. And if some of you guys like Kevin's character, that's fine. But I don't like it because he has the same ass story beat over and over and over and over again. I think, yeah, that's it. I can't think of any more. And if there is more in 5B that you guys have not liked, that you have not enjoyed, that you're like, oh my gosh, it really, really, really pissed me off, leave your thoughts in the comments, because I would love to know what you guys thought about 5B. If there are some storylines, if there's some characters that you did not enjoy or stuff like that, let me know in the comments and we're gonna have a discussion. I'm gonna end this video by saying thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for the new subscribers that have subscribed on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content. My next video, it won't be a Riverdale video, but the next Riverdale video will be me talking about Betty and Archie again, and my theories and what I think is going to happen with them in season 6, how their relationship's gonna unfold, what I think about the cliffhanger, if they're still alive. Of course they're alive, but like, I'm going to talk more about how that is going to affect their relationship, how it's going to deepen and stuff like that. I'm really excited. That is it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.